Quick answer. What is a theologically barrier-free church? Well, the church I serve in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, West Hill United, is a theologically barrier-free church. It's a church within the United Church of Canada, a denomination that has tried to remove barriers in so many different areas of justice around the world and in Canada, and has done so at great risk to itself sometimes. It's not surprising that West Hill is probably the first theologically barrier-free church in Christendom, and that it's a member of the United Church of Canada. But what it is that we do isn't really all that different from what other liberal mainline denominations and congregations do. We seek to build relationship, to make sure that those relationships are based on justice and compassion, and to uplift and edify the human spirit, to encourage people to live according to the ideals that we've named. In many traditional congregations, those ideals are represented by the word God, by stories from the Bible, by the person Jesus, who is often spoken of as the person who lived the best life that a human could ever live. We're not that convinced because we think that Jesus was a compilation of a number of stories over time. And we didn't come up with that idea ourselves. It came from critical contemporary scholarship, much of which I learned when I was at theological college. So creating a community that is theologically barrier-free just means creating a community where we use language to talk about those things that doesn't exclude people. So we don't privilege the Bible. We don't use stories that may or may not have any meaning to someone else. We don't talk about God because there are a lot of people out there that don't believe in God. And we don't tell stories about Jesus very often either because we don't even know whether he was a real person or whether the things that he said were really said by him, because they probably weren't. So our community comes together on Sunday mornings and we talk about how to live a really meaningful life, how to create meaning in your life, how to participate in acts of justice, how to share compassionately within the context that we're in, how to care for one another, how to love one another. We get to know each other really, really well, and we share our lives with one another, and so we build our sense of well-being. And that we do it without some of that language seems a good thing to do for us, because it means more people can be included in those conversations. And quite frankly, we need everyone in those conversations. Thanks for asking.